Hi Libras, welcome to your reading for February. Now I know that this is quite late, but it's the current energy that I'm picking up and also a little bit, further. So it could also be beginning of March, halfway through March. So I'm just putting this reading out there. I wanted to, have these readings up earlier, but I just had to go with the flow of the energy and, be able to do these readings. So I was meditating and on your energy, and what I feel is this shift and this change coming in. It's almost like really going through a process and almost like a tunnel vision. Like I need to just go through this period of darkness, not necessarily depression. I'm just saying like not clear vision, no clear vision, but walking by faith. Like I'm walking forward. I am looking forward and really have your focus one way, even if it's not the most clearest. It's like you find things in the tunnel, right? And that's something I'm feeling, but now we're coming out of the tunnel, and in order to really embrace and feel what you're finding beyond that tunnel in the light, basically is all connected to the focus that you gained inside the tunnel. And in order to really get what you need and receive what you want is to know, right? The first step is to know, what do I need? What makes me happy? What do I want? What am I not giving myself, or where am I not expanding myself to become the best version of myself and to feel good about who I am, what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm connecting with, and to really feel like you are in a balanced place in your life. I feel that you've overcame so much these last couple years. You really did. I felt such a big shift in the collective for Libras. You guys went from one side, really being there for everyone at the same time, having this profound sort of mediator position of knowing and really looking at both sides, and from the small things to the big conversations, yet in a way where you've pushed things aside for yourself, where you're like, okay, I'll deal with this later, I'll have my time, but the time hardly ever was there and hardly ever came. And I feel that this last year was really about recentering yourself, finding yourself, really taking some things that you're used to giving to others, taking it to yourself, and to just do things that put a smile on your face, that inspire you, that motivate you. And I feel now you're coming into a place where you really are able to put that to practice. Like you really are able to make different type of decisions when it comes to business, and maybe you finally are ready to start that own business. And I really feel that this is the time for you guys. I really feel that strongly. So if that's something that's been on your mind and you're like, okay, I feel like I come closer to this or that, or I want to take a leap of faith, do so. Of course, make sure that everything is in alignment. But if you know that you're in a good place in your life and you feel guided to do something different, to step out your comfort zone, to speak up, because my throat chakra is like to just one sec. To feel like you can speak up and step out into the sun, and do that. All right, like I really want you guys to embrace your abilities and the things and the gifts that you have and that you own, and the world needs you guys. We really do. So I do feel like the energy shift and the different frequency you're sending out might attract someone who can really help you forward with this business. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, being an entrepreneur, being a business. Maybe you have a course, maybe you want to fundraise for a certain cause, and you're getting someone who steps up like, listen, I love that, like, I want to help you, or someone just inspires you in that way. It goes hand in hand by opening up your heart chakra again. It really does. By finding comfort in that vulnerable position, by letting things touch you, having things touch you in your feelings. I mean, some people are ready, to be touched in different ways, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. To let things affect you on a deeper scale again, instead of just on the surface where it's safe, where yes, joy can really come, deep, but it's there. But then also, the positive side about it is that hurt and pain and loss and grief doesn't touch you that deeply either. But to open up and see the beauty in a vulnerable place where you can really receive joy in a deeper level from another person and send it back out to them, where having a common smile, just maybe with a stranger, just really touch you, or like having a certain conversation or something that you can just do for someone, just really feel it on a deeper level, because you're being asked to embrace that side of life again in a deeper way, so you can also expand other areas of your life. And I feel that that's something you're being invited to do. With that comes the sense of freedom, because you don't feel like you have to protect, and energy goes to protection. When we protect out of grief, if there's a part of us that's still grieving and haven't really processed it, we can get stagnant in that. But it takes a lot of energy to stay in that position as well, even though we feel like, no, if we're not dealing with it, we're not feeling it, it's okay. But it takes energy away, because certain things you feel from being in that vulnerable position, but in that beauty, you receive great energy from that life energy, life source, basically. And if you're living on the surface, you don't receive or gain that either. So that's something I felt really strongly for you guys. So you're being encouraged to open up and to make right decisions from that place, not from the place that is protective, or not really open, or trying to protect yourself from grief or sadness or loss, and from that place of beauty, of seeing things around you and just embracing it, and making a decision from that place is gonna get you some real ass results. All right, I feel it very strongly. So let's pick up the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to add to that message for you guys. Libra, February and March. Beautiful. This is it. This is the Death card, the card of transformation, the card of rebirth, of the sun going under and coming back up, like a new fresh beginning. Even though that card is something we might fear at times, I feel that is exactly what you need, to let certain things come to an end and to adapt new ways, to release old energy, release old habits, release old belief systems, and to really let the new come in, because you can start over each and every minute of each and every day. It's up to you. And when you're ready to step into that energy, I feel like the transformation happens just so quickly. And this is really, such a Libra pose. It's like, the goddess. You guys are ruled by Venus, goddess of love. Beautiful. Okay. The Lovers, exactly. And that is about making the decisions from that rebirth place, from first going through a transformation, first releasing, and then you can make decisions, because you're being asked now in the near future to make decisions. But it's up for you to decide from what place you're going to make them. And it will indicate how much, growth you will go through in your future. How much your abundance will, grow and evolve. And not necessarily money. Also love, joy, sense of fulfillment, feeling abundant, feeling like you're surrounded by love. Alright, so making decisions. It might be even a decision you want to. You're being asked to make between whether you're going to go further with a relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but maybe there's this new rebirth between you and that person, because you both have grown, because you both are ready to step into a new area, and from that place you can really have a new and fresh start. But you can't do it when one of the two is still stuck in the old energy. And the communication in that is really important. Beautiful. 8 of Cups. Exactly. That's that releasing and walking a new pathway. You see how beautiful this card is. It's a journey, and you see her walking right here on the edge. As he's walking forwards, he will, remember and know what he wants to keep and what he wants to leave behind. It is scary sometimes to release something and not knowing what else will come up. But if you know that you're no longer resonating with that thing, even though it brings you safety, even though it brings you stability, but it doesn't bring you anywhere else, it doesn't move you forward, it keeps you in one place, then I trust myself. The reason why I no longer feel connected to this is because I'm meant to move on. Otherwise, I would feel that fulfillment from this place, from where I am and who I'm connecting to. So I have to. This is my sign. See, with the water, it will flow. So, I feel some of you really are making a new fresh start in a relationship, an existing relationship, or one that, recently ended and was in your life for quite some time. And you both are ready to really let go of the old and making a decision to really start new. This is not for all, but if that resonates with you, then that message is for you. Alright, let's see what else. What else coming in for my Libras? The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. That is looking beyond your limitations, looking beyond the earthly limitation, and knowing that you are a powerful divine being, right? And you have great magic within you. And maybe you've sold yourself short. Maybe you stayed somewhere where you weren't living up to your fullest potential. You weren't receiving the thing that you deserved. And I feel you're getting yourself out of this mentality. There's this whole new level of freedom when you look towards your finances. It's like you're looking at options and possibilities instead of limitations, or putting yourself down because of your bank saldo, your bank state, account numbers. It doesn't define you. It's something you really have to free yourself from, Libra. It's like, it does not define you how much money you have in the bank. It's like, what makes you and define you is, first of all, how you look at yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you treat yourself, and what type of relationship you allow yourself to stay in. It's also about how much knowledge and wisdom you learned, how much hardship and things you overcame, and how strong you are, and all of that. Those things, money is an energy, and you have to align with that same energy. And if that always is what it takes, it's still inner work that got you there. And so value the inner work you have been doing, that you are doing, that you will do in the future, and let that define you. So it's freedom. So it's a mindset. It's like you're freeing yourself from a mindset. You also no longer want to feel like you have to be and be defined by someone's decision to either leave you, not treat you right, disappoint you. It doesn't define you, but I feel in some way it had this filter over you. It's like you got a label or got a stamp because someone left you or someone didn't deliver. And that is something that you can remove, and only you can remove. Beautiful. 4 of Swords, exactly, with the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You see, the 4 of Swords is taking that time to really, really look over, to understand that this rest period is not to harm you, it's not to make you feel agitated, it's not to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. It's to have you accept the timing of your life, your divine timing. It's your life. As an individual, you cannot compare that to other people's journeys. While you've maybe already walked a path that they still have to go on, it's not for us to decide when it's divine timing. It's for us to flow with it, accept in it, believe in it, stand with it, become it. Not question things too much. But to understand that even if you are in this waiting period, you can still feel as abundant as the Nine of Pentacles. You understand that you haven't walked through the portal yet of the magical world that, you're belong in. But she's out here on the field, but she's having this whole, this whole feminine dance. See her dress. You can dress up for the party, even if you're not at the party. She is divine. Like, look at her energy. When she's still here out in the field, she knows she's about to enter that mystical thing, but she's not questioning it. She's just enjoying her place where she is. So that is the stillness. That's that in-between time. Here we have the King of Wands. That's reclaiming your passion, your power. The things that bring you fulfillment, the things that bring you joy. To stand up as a leader, because you're a really good leader, Libra. Because you can look at things from all sides and all angles. And it's that going back and forward and not really feeling like you're able to make a decision. That doesn't mean that, I'm a Libra, I always have a hard time with that. No. It's because not one option is weighing heavier than the other. It's living in the balance. And then at one point you're like, okay, this is it. And you'll go for it. When you're really sure about something, nobody can, get your mind off it. Let me see. 8 of Pentacles, exactly. They go from the 5 to the 8. This is, hey, I do have control. Hey, I can call this person. Hey, I can change this. Hey, I can change the way that I'm talking about myself, that I look at myself. Hey, I can look at different things around me and see all the things that I've overcome and see my own strength. I have good power, I have control. I can do certain things while I'm in this period, while I'm still in the tunnel, while I'm still walking forward. But I'm not going to put myself down because of it. This is what I'm meant to walk. There's a little bit too many cards. I'm going to shuffle again. Ten of Wands, exactly. Letting a hard period come to an end. If you're drained and you are depleted, take time to rest. Take your time to just rest, Libra. I'm gonna get a clarifying the Ten of Wands. The Fool, exactly. New journey begins. Allow yourself, like if you feel like you're on the edge of a burnout, and you got the High Priestess and the Hermit. You're on the edge of a burnout. Stop. Just stop for a second and do things that you used to enjoy as a child or as a teenager. Do things that make you laugh, make you feel like your inner child is, getting some space, some air. Do things that you like to do. Just do them. Just take the day off. Do things you love to do. Connect with all things. Just be. Just don't push yourself into that adulthood all the time. Like, I have to make it. I have to. Yes, rent needs to be paid. Food needs to be on the table. But you get a day though. Not everything is going to collapse if you take a day off or 2 days. Or maybe a week. What is a week on an entire human life? And if you if you can't even create a week for yourself, how stable is your life? So how much are you sacrificing for something that isn't even truly stable? If you can't even take a week. You can just, if your relationship falls apart, if you just say, listen, I need a week to myself. Nothing personal. I'm just creating space for myself. I'm also an own individual in this relationship, just like you are. And we're, yes, we're also a person inside this relationship, but I'm also my own person. So it's important to understand that you can be missed in the best way possible, I can put that. Because who are you? You're showing up as an empty shell if you just don't have any space for yourself. If you cannot take that day off or that week off, or maybe you need 2 months. take it, claim it, own it. And you'll see what comes forward, because the Hermit and the High Priestess show up because they show you the answers are within. But in order to tap within, you have to invite that vulnerability back in to feel things on a deeper level. It's not here on the surface. You can't find it. So the High Priestess and the Hermit, beautiful, beautiful insight. And you will get some truths that come to you. You will feel it. You will see it. And you will know where you want to go. You're collecting that wisdom in the tunnel. Embrace the tunnel. It's your best friend right now. So, I'm going to pick up one more card. For all the other signs, I actually didn't extend it on Patron. But I don't think that I am going to do that with the last 4 signs. And you guys are actually, yes, part of the last 4 signs. I am just trying to make sure that I also take my space, you know. I'm just going to flow. But I'm going to get you this. I think it's Work Your Light Oracle cards, which are from the same illustrator as this tarot deck. One card for Libras. What's the additional message for my Libras? So I actually did a shorter reading on YouTube for the other signs, and I'm going on a little bit longer for you guys. So, you know, to bring back everything in balance. If you are on Patreon and you know part of the Patreon family, I'll make sure I'll add something extra for you guys over there, but not instantly, because I would just want to get these readings out on time, because I also have other things, you know, I want to do. So here we go. You have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Exactly that, Libra. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this card. Let me just go through it here. Star Mother 48. Here we go. You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, your mind, and your soul. Treat yourself like a beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and that you try not to carry it all on your own. You've got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. Wow, that's such a beautiful message from the Star Mother. Let her love away your fears. So it's just so beautiful. So she's sending you a hug and love and giving you the biggest green light to open up. Open up your heart, feel, let her take away the fears, and not limit yourself, and not put yourself down. Because if you hold yourself and you can mother yourself in that way, and could see yourself in that light, like you would treat your daughter or your son, you will extend that same love and understanding and believe in yourself and kindness. It's not ego. It's the biggest gift you can give yourself into the world, because if you step into your highest light and into your potential and you carry it in that way, Libra, magic happens. And you send out the gift that you were given. Forgive yourself. I don't know if there's something you have to forgive yourself on. And it doesn't necessarily have to be because you did something wrong. Maybe you've been neglecting yourself and you just want to forgive yourself for that and take, you know, a new journey with that, with taking better care of your soul, your mind, and your spirit, and your body. You know, how have you been treating your personal, you know, your own body? With kindness, with nourishment? Or have you been neglecting it, sort of punishing it? And so take time to go within, because within you there lays so much wisdom and so much growth and answers. And like I said, out of that grows something so beautiful, so solid, so strong, and so much in alignment with you that you will receive so much life source energy from it. And I'm here for it. Like, I love to see this happening for you guys. So I'm sending you all my love and light, Libra, that I have right now. And I'll be back soon. There are some certain things changing on the channel, but I'll get back to you guys about that soon. Okay? I love you. Bye.